task 2, the random lines. Again, open BBC Basic and drag that file in. So we need to get BBC Basic up, get our folder in front of it, and drag in our starting code. Let's have a look at what we should get at the end. You see the computer's just drawn lots of random lines there. If I run that again, it's a similar pattern, but we get a unique pattern each time because it's random. Let's just have a look at our instructions then. So if you read some of this here, it will help you with what the code is doing there. So we need to change the program so that the x variable can go up to the maximum allowed for mode 8 and do the same for variable y. So here's the code that you're starting with. Let's run this. So what we're getting, look down here, is it's drawing 10 small lines there. So let's run that program again, and you can see that it's changing down here. So what we need to do is change it so that the x variable will fill the entire width of the screen. So this is what's generating our x variable here. Let x equal RND100. Here's what's generating our y variable. So again, if we run that, probably there is about 100 over, there's about 100 up, so nothing is going past that point because these two random numbers can't go past 100. We look at the rem at the top there. Okay, so that should say mode 8. Mode 8 has 1280 by 1024 pixels, so that's what we need to make the program do, so that these lines can go anywhere up to 1280 pixels that way, and they can go anywhere up to 1024 pixels up there. Go on to our next page. Make the program draw 500 lines. So let's go ahead and have a look at this. So we've got a repeat until loop. What's counting in the loop for us is this variable which we've called loop in lowercase. So that starts at 0. We're going to our repeat loop. It picks our random numbers, it draws to those coordinates, it waits. So now loop equals loop plus 1. So the new value of loop is the old one, 0 plus 1. So loop is now 1. Does it equal 10? No. So the computer goes back round the loop again. So this time then the new loop is 1 plus 1, 2, so it's still not there. And it goes round, so it would go until it's done it 10 times. Your task here then is to make it go around that loop 500 times. So our next one then, add 2 lines above draw xy. So we need to set a new variable and use it to set up a graphics call using gcol. So what we need to do at this point then, just before it draws, click that, press enter. So we need to select a random number up to 15. Then we need to use that as the colour. On the last program we used the colour command. On this one it's the gcol command with your value for the colour. We're going to stop the wait1 command from running, and to do that we just type rem and it becomes a remark like these lines at the top. The computer ignores it, and then finally make the computer draw 10,000 lines. At the moment it's drawing 500, so it started with 10, you should have changed it to 500, then on to 10,000. So once again, let's just have a look at that end result, and this is what we should be getting.